We all want happiness. We all want success and love and joy and peace and more fun and more money and travel and cool shit. We want all of those things. But more than anything else, I think what we really want is we just want to feel good. If you're out there and you want to ask me a question and possibly see me cover it on this podcast in the future, if you go to mindsetmentorpodcast.com right now, you can actually go to that website and record a video, maximum of 2 minutes, to ask me a question. The more thorough your question, the more thorough my answer can be. And hey, you might just end up seeing and hearing yourself on the podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about how I have a good day every day. You know, we all want to feel good. We all want happiness. We all want success and love and joy and peace and more fun and more money and travel and cool shit. We want all of those things. But more than anything else, I think what we really want is we just want to feel good. That's really what it comes down to, isn't it? And I remember years ago, I had a one-on-one client, and she was asking me, like, what do you do when you have a bad week? And this is 2015 is when it was. She's like, what do you do when you have a bad week? And I really had to think about it. And I was like, to be honest with you, I don't have bad weeks. And she's like, what do you mean you don't have bad weeks? And I want to cover this first off. It's not because I'm avoiding pain or discomfort or running from my traumas or problems or anything like that. I actually, at that point in time when she asked me that question, I had a couple things that just happened. And these aren't even funny. I don't know why I just laughed. Number one, my grandfather passed away. And my grandfather was like one of my biggest mentors ever. My grandfather just passed away about 3 weeks before she asked this question. About 5 days before she asked that question, my grandmother passed away, which was my grandfather's wife of 70 years. And so they passed away within 17 days of each other. And in between those two passings, I got a lawsuit for the company that I owned for a patent infringement that told me I needed to shut my company down. And so I had my grandfather pass away, a lawsuit, and my grandmother pass away. And then my client asked me that question. And I was like, I don't really have bad weeks, and I don't really have bad days. There's bad moments for sure, but I don't really have bad days. And the reason why is because I think the perspective that I have on life, and that I really truly do believe that every single thing in this world is happening for me. Everything that happens around me, that happens in my life, is happening for me and for my benefit. And I truly believe that with all 40 trillion of the cells in my body. I used to believe that everything was happening to me, and it made me a victim of my circumstances. And so there are bad moments. There are things that happen. There are people that die. There are really disappointing things. There's car crashes. There's breakups. There's all these things that happen. But there's those things that happen, and then there is the calm that is inside of me that is outside of all those things. So I can internally still be the calm in the eye of the storm. And this is something that is not something that just happens overnight. This is something I've been working on now for 19 years of self-development. And there's a couple extra things that I want to give you as far as like what I focus on to try to set myself up to have a good day every single day. Like I don't just wake up and a good day happens. Like I wake up and intentionally go into my day. And so like we think different things will make us feel good. We think, oh, if I make money, I will feel good. If I have some form of achievement, then I will feel good. Oh, if I have sex today, then I'm going to feel good. Oh, if I have alcohol today, I'll feel good. And so a lot of us, what we do is we go on search for things, thinking that these things will make us feel good. Those things don't make you feel good. They might give you a moment of feeling good, but they don't change your entire course of your life. And my goal of my life that I set for myself a few years ago, as weird as it sounds, is I want to live my life more and more like a dog as much as I possibly can. Because dogs are just the perfect beings. Like dogs are just happy. There's nothing that needs to happen. They are your ride or die. They are there for you. They love you no matter what. They're happy no matter what. You know, when I come home, it is the greatest moment of my dog's life every single time, even if I had just left 5 minutes ago. Like, how can I be more like that is what I'm always trying to work towards. And I know making money and achieving things and buying stuff will not make me feel that way forever. And so what I started thinking about was like, what will make me feel good every single day? And so let's talk about it. The reason why this is important is because when we feel good, we come from a better place in everything that we do. When we feel good, we're better people. You're a better mother. You're a better father. You're a better friend. You're a better spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend. You're a better person when you feel good. When you feel like shit, you are not as good of a person. None of us are. That's just the way that it goes. And so, you might say to yourself, oh, well, I've heard that I need to create a morning routine and I have to have 17 different boxes to check. And then that just becomes a whole nother checklist. And now you're stressed out because you didn't get all 17 things done. For me, what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to simplify my life more and more. I'm trying to get to the point where less is more. And I don't mean like I'm minimalist in any sort of way. I mean less is more in everything in life. And so what I'm going to teach you is so ridiculously simple. It's so cliche, but it's really what I do think we should be focusing on. We live in a world where everything is so fast paced. It's so go, 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 go all the time. We cannot go that speed forever. For me, I went for years, go, 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 working 110 hours a week. And it's just like, it's too much. You can't go that way forever. You can't go at breakneck speed forever. And so what you need to start doing is you need to learn to prioritize yourself. Once again, when you feel good, everyone around you's life is better. When you don't feel good, everyone around you's life is a little bit worse because of the interactions with you. And when you learn to prioritize yourself, it will lower your stress. It will lower your anxiety. And when you focus on small improvements every single day, these compound to massive shifts over time. And when you feel good, because you have set yourself up and you have prioritized yourself, you impact every single person you come in contact with in a very positive way. And this is so simple and it is so easy to do that it is also very easy not to do. Each day, I focus on doing 3 things. I do something for my mind, I do something for my body, and I do something for my soul, right? It sounds like a freaking sign that would be next to somebody's live, laugh, love at their counter table or their counter or their table, whatever it might be, right? It's like, like live, laugh, love. There's that sign. And then right next to it would be like mind, body, soul. I get it. It's very cliche. But each day I need to do something, preferably in the morning, for my mind, my body, my soul. And what that does is it allows me to fill my cup up in the morning, which allows me to then pour into other people as I go out into my day. And that's it. And everything else seems to work its way out. And everything else seems to be better or become easier for me because I've filled myself up and my cup up before going out to the world. And so how can you do the same thing? So let's kind of talk about it in the way that I see that this could work out. Let's talk about your mind first, right? Your mind is this thing, this incredible brain that you have that processes your entire world. And it sees things, it processes it, and it makes decisions on what you should do with your life. So how can you help your mind become better every single day? Maybe for some of you out there, it's like, you know what I'm going to do? Every single morning while I'm drinking my cup of coffee, I'm going to read 5 pages at least. For some of you, it might be, hey, every single morning, what I'm going to do is I'm going to journal every single morning. For some of you, it might be like, you know what? I want to challenge myself. And so I'm going to take 10 minutes every single morning and I'm going to learn a new language for 10 minutes. That's it. It's not much, but if you do it 10 minutes every single day, 365 days, that's 3,650 minutes a year. That's a pretty good amount. Maybe you want to learn a new word and you want to use that word multiple times a day. Maybe for some of you, it's, you want to learn a new instrument. Maybe you want to work on an instrument. Maybe you used to play guitar and you gave it up 7 years ago because you got really busy. And you're like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start working on my guitar scales. I'm going to get a metronome on my phone and I'm going to work on working on this scale every single day. And I'm going to use the metronome to get faster every single day. Maybe you're wanting to get better at piano and you're going to start learning jazz chords and you're going to start challenging yourself a little bit more. That would help with your brain. Maybe for some of you guys, like you need to bring more creativity out. That's what really lights your brain up. And you're like, you know what I want to do? I want to start sketching every single morning. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just sketch whatever comes. I'm just going to enjoy my cup of coffee and just sketch. Instead of being on your phone while you're drinking your coffee, why not sketch something? Why not have an easel set up and just do some painting in the morning and do something for your brain? For some of you guys, it might be doing a puzzle. Maybe you want to do a puzzle so that you're kind of getting your brain into that mode and starting to work on figuring things out early in the morning. Maybe for some of you, you want to practice gratitude every single morning. For some of you, it might be, I'm going to do brain games every morning. Try to get away from all of the screens if possible. Obviously, I one of the things that I do recommend for people, and it really, really has helped my mind, my body, my soul, my brain, all of that, is consciously removing as much screen time from my life as I possibly can, right? The real world is not on a screen. The real world is right around you. Be in the world. And so what's something I want you to figure out right now? Just say it to yourself, say it in your head. If you're in your car, say it out loud. What is one thing that you could do every single morning that you can work on that would make you feel like you're working on your brain? Okay. That's the first thing. The second thing is your body. So what I would recommend is a lot of people work on their body because they hate the way their body looks and they don't like their ass in those jeans. And they're like, I got to work out because I hate the way my ass looks, right? Let me give you a mindset shift. Start treating your body like someone that you're in charge of taking care of. If you were given a dog to take care of, start treating your body like that. If you were given a child to take care of, start treating your body like that. In your body, what you realize, and I've realized over the past few years, is that your body wants to move. Like it is designed to move. It wants to move in some sort of way. And so we're all so stagnant nowadays, including myself. So one of the things that I've been focusing on is I have to get some form of movement every single day. So it's different for every single person. Like what does movement mean to you? What does using your body mean every single day to you? It could be that you want to do 30 minutes of movement every single day. That could be working out. That could be doing like animal flow, primal movements. You can go on YouTube and find what that is. It could be yoga. It could be stretching every single day. It could be going on a walk. It could be going on a hike, getting in 10,000 steps every single day. Maybe you go on a 2-mile walk every morning without your phone. Maybe it's 10 minutes of like deep, intentional breathing to relax your body because you might be stressed a lot nowadays and you want to set yourself up to feel really good. So you do breath work every single morning. Maybe it's meal prep for the day so that you don't get off track. Maybe it's making sure you drink a gallon of water every single day because so many people are dehydrated. Maybe it's that you just want to just sit there in silence and you just want to focus on what it feels like to be inside of your body and just consciously be inside of your body. It's different for every single person. Maybe it's, you know what you want to do? You want to wake up in the morning, you live by yourself, and you're just going to blast music and you're just going to dance around like an idiot the whole time that you're getting ready. Go for it. That'll get your body moving. Whatever it is that you need to do to get this physical form of yours moving, I promise you, your body wants to move. And for most people listening, we are not moving our bodies enough. So that's the second thing. And last thing is your soul. This thing with this thing that's inhabiting our body, right? This body is just, it's not who we are. We're kind of like in this body, right? So it's not like when you say like my body, well, okay, that means that something owns that body. What is that something that owns the body? It might be the soul that's behind it all. And so what's something you could do every single morning that would make you feel like you were working on your soul? Maybe it's that you want to meditate every single morning and just sit in silence and start to focus on what you're grateful for. Just focus on nothing. Try to get to the place of nothingness. Maybe it's that you want to do prayer every single day, and that's something that makes you feel like you're working on your soul. Maybe it's that you want to spend time in nature. Maybe it's that you want to sit in silence with absolutely no plan. Maybe it's that you want to create a habit of doing a good deed for somebody else because that makes you feel good in your soul. Maybe it's that you want to focus on gratitude. Maybe it's you want to read a spiritual book. Maybe you want to listen to spiritual guides or spiritual leaders, whatever it is. What I want you to do is I want you to pick your 3 things that you could do every single morning and just switch it on in the morning and try it out. It doesn't have to be something that feels boring or mundane or like you're just checking it off because, oh my God, I said I was going to do this. Like, no, but it's something that actually makes you feel good. Like I'm going to work on my mind, my body, and my soul, all of me. so that I can fill my cup up so I can help others. Like for me, I'm 38 now, and I've made my life in many different ways harder than it needs to be. You probably have as well. Like I've been go, go, go. Like I said, I'd worked 110 hours a week for 3 years straight when I was younger. I thought that I had to do a million things a day in order to be successful. But it all comes down to like, how can I make this easier on myself? How can I set myself up for success? How can I fill my cup up first? Too many people out there listening to me are living for other people. You're living for your parents, you're living for your children, you're living for your spouse, whatever it might be. That's fine, but you've got to be selfish at some point in time. And you've got to understand that the better that you are, the better that you impact those people. You've got to fill your cup up first. So many people are trying to pour from an empty cup, and they're just starting to be burnt out, right? Being burnt out is not doing too much. It's doing too little of what fills you up. And so this stuff that I just talked about, it's very easy to do. And if it's very easy to do, it's also very easy not to do. And so the key is be intentional. What is something that you can do every day for your mind, your body, and your soul? And if you do that, you will have a good day every single day. Will shit still hit the fan? Will hard times happen? Yes. But internally, you will be the eye that is the calm inside of the storm. So that's what I got for you for today's episode. If you love this episode, please share it on your Instagram stories. Tag me at Rob Dial Jr., ROBDIALJR. And once again, if you want to submit a video question to me to see if I could possibly answer on this podcast, all you have to do is go to mindsetmentorpodcast.com. Once again, mindsetmentorpodcast.com. And with that, I'm going to leave you the same way I leave you every single episode. Make it your mission to make somebody else's day better. I appreciate you, and I hope that you have an amazing day.